vloggers.
Oh no! Chuck a whoa, bro.
Hold the phone. Hold up here. Hold up. Okay? I will have you know, okay, that I will have you know that I love cute anime girls, okay? I know for a fact, okay, that Spy Family is coming back this weekend, and it has Anya, and Anya's very cute, and you better believe, okay, you better fucking believe that I'm watching it, and I'm still gonna squee with how cute Anya is, okay? So don't you come at me, game. Don't you come at me, okay? Rude. What, you don't like a few otaku? Okay, listen.
At this point, I would have abandoned I would have saw the abandoned halls of below the water. It's like how. Oh God, that's bright. Jesus. It's like how much of a fool is. My God. That did startle me. Are you alive?
Hello! Let me turn down the audio in my head. Hello, friends. How are we doing? We're back. It's gonna be scuffed. It's gonna be cursed. Well, not cursed. It's gonna be scuffed. But hello, Meeps. Hello, Candy. Hello, Grum. Candy, thank you for the reset. Hello. Meeps was here. Meeps was here and ready for this. So yeah, we are making Tahdig, and we are doing Feta-Stuffed dates. I bought prosciutto as well. You're excited? Hell yeah. So I was double reading the recipe last night, like Meeps. I didn't realize that this is actually like, you don't even fully boil the rice to begin with. I was like double checking the recipe. I'm like, wait, you cook this for 5 minutes and then you drain it? That's not enough time for rice to cook. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna trust this recipe. I'm hoping they know what they're talking about, and we'll go from there. But I hope everyone's having a good day for themselves. The one time King played a horror game and not the one he owed. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy how that shit works. Oh, let's see, Grum, hello. How you doing? Hello, Paige. How you doing? Paige, yes, we're cooking. We're awake. We're awake, and it's time to start cooking. So, first and foremost, do you know how hard it was to find this? Too hard. Too hard. Like, concerningly hard to find this. I gotta turn on the other camera. I do me. Yeah, so we have the beautiful Badia, just pure selected saffron. The Badia is a fine brand. They're cheap. They're cheap, and that's why I love them. But first and foremost, here's my bigger concern too. I don't know what saffron tastes like. So, this very well could be one of those recipes where I didn't need to include this at all because I'm not going to have the wherewithal on my palate to know what it tastes like. That being said, so, first and foremost, we need to soak our saffron, apparently. Because I guess that's something you do when you use them. Let me get my measuring spoons. Yeah, the recipe is the way that they're building it too. Is listen, Candy gets me as a cook, but I also get very late. How the fuck do I open this? It's like sealed. How the fuck do I open this thing? What the fuck? Yeah, you need to bloom it. What the fuck? How is this like? It's very expensive, and I don't. This wasn't terribly expensive. I think it was cheap. I know you are, Candy. Do you want to come take a look at this? Because I can't figure out for the life of me how to open this. It's literally like a plastic, like. Paige, I think it's not that it's gold. I think it's a labor-intensive thing to harvest. So specifically, these are the threads found in the heart of a lilac and purple flower with 6 red. So they basically have to be pulled from flowers, I think, by hand. Yeah. I'm not stupid, right? Like. Fuck's sake.
Like, see, it looks like it's melted there. Like, it looks like the whole thing got sealed.
Of course. Can you grab me a knife, please? Okay. And each, yeah, that's exactly it too. No, I actually was kind of like sliding it like in here. Yeah, like you can feel it kind of giving in there. Candy, Meeps loves the shirt. It is one of Candy's favorite bands. I think I'm gonna use a knife on this, honestly. It's stubborn, I know. Yeah. No, well, these are my shitty cooking knives.
The plastic is like melted.
We're starting the stream with me stabbing open. This is literally how we're gonna get this open. There probably will be. I am going full caveman mode on this. Oh, I think I actually finally popped it. Yeah. After all that bullshit. Yeah, it was too sealed. Okay, so we have to mix the saffron into 1 cup of very warm water. Hello, Boogleton. How you doing, bud? Boo, you missed me ripping open the container of saffron with a knife because it was a knife. No, Meeps, I think the packaging might have been defective, or I know, how dare I treat something so expensive, and I shouldn't say overpriced, because it 1 cup of very warm water. Alright. That's warm enough, I think. No, it was, yeah, actually, I think that might not be warm enough. Hold on. Yeah, again, the nuance of saying very warm but not hot. I don't know about y'all. I have varying degrees of Grum, I did too. It's too damn hot here in the summer for me to do these. Alright, so let's see. I need a teaspoon of this stuff. Yes, Candy gets to go off stream again. That's my half teaspoon measure. And we'll do the half teaspoon because this might be easier. Alright, so those who are curious what saffron looks like, this is what saffron looks like. Literally just little threads from a flower. It's a thing. I think I'm going to end up using all of this, honestly, based on the sizing of it. Huh. Okay. It's also hard to measure these two because it's like 1 teaspoon of they're threads. Well, this is how much is going in there. I think this should be enough as I just throw all of it all over the counter. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. We got this. Oh, you can see already. It's like instantly you can see it's like like basically soaking and blooming into the water. No, it didn't actually, Neeps. It literally just said 1 teaspoon saffron threads. Again, we're gonna find out if this works or not. Listen, the recipe is coming from some Persian cooking website. If they're wrong, I don't know what to tell you. There. I don't know when if ever I'm going to use the saffron ever again. But yeah, so this needs to bloom for 10 minutes. So we're gonna put you over here for now. What I'm also gonna do is that, if you'll notice, possibly in the other view, I already have a pot ready to go. We're gonna get this boiling because I need to start. Actually, you know what? I need some salt too, because we need to boil some water. Let's see. 2 tablespoons of salt, because the one thing they made very clear is like you only get 1 chance to actually season this. That should be enough. You know, it says there are 2 common properties for one. Be added directly. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that like I think it really depends on how you want to do it, essentially. Let's get that on there. Let's get that boiling. And you need to go medium high heat. Well, my oven doesn't really differentiate that well. All right, now what we got to do is we got to rinse our rice. Now, for those who've ever watched TikTok, you know anyone who is from an Asian country will yell at you, you need to wash your rice. Let's see. We need 2 cups of basmati. So here's the thing. I think I said this on stream last night. I couldn't find basmati rice. Lord forbid. I found a 5-pound bag of basmati rice. I don't cook rice in this house for the most part. So I'm like, you know what? Jasmine is a close second. I literally looked up comparisons and they're like, Jasmine's comparable. I'm like, fine, cool. Like, I'm sure someone will get nitpicky. Thank you for, you're welcome, Boo. You're welcome. I tried, listen, I'll be honest, normally if I'm making rice, I just do like boil in a bag rice, because it's not that I dislike rice, it's not my go-to grain. It really isn't. We need to make sure. I would hit you with a wooden spoon, wow. Wow, but also not for nothing, I'm sure that's how some households would do it. But I hope everyone's having a nice Saturday for themselves. I've been up for a grand old. Loves Soda, welcome in. Hi, Mama Meeps. How you doing? Welcome in. All right, let's get this in here, and let's rinse this. Now, you're not going to be able to see this, unfortunately, but she just woke up. Yeah, I love white rice. I just don't like rice. I think it's like, because I was raised in like a German-Irish household, it was potatoes. It was potatoes, maybe pasta. That was our grains. All right, let's let the water drain down a little bit. I think the one thing I don't love about this sink is that it backs up. Not backs up, it just like, it'll get like an air bubble in there and it won't drain down properly. Go in the barn somewhere. Ooh, I think I remember you mentioning that. But also, yeah, love, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the cooking stream, where I show you how much I don't know how to cook. I know how to cook. We're going to. Let's see. I think we're almost there in terms of cleanliness. I know it's basically supposed to run clear, for lack of a better term. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Oh, Jesus. Now, you see, this is the interesting thing about this recipe, is that it's the most... My brother's like you, he cooks and like... That's the thing. I have, like, some people have, like, a bucket list of things they want to do in life. I have a cooking bucket list. It's just things that I want to say, like, hey, I've cooked it, and then I make the decision of, is it worth the effort or not? So, you know, it's fun. This morning also brought to you by Clamps' Christmas gift to me last year, the +5 to Sarcasm D&D block. But I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, wow. It is so yellow already. I've never cooked with saffron, so that's actually really cool. At least what's on the menu today? Is it King? Yeah, it's me. It's me, Hammy. No, Timmy, we're making Tahdig and we are making Feta-Stuffed and some prosciutto stuffed dates. I wish I could try and make Tahdig, but I can't have you. Yeah. The funny thing is, this recipe does not call for a lot of Greek yogurt. I think it called for like 2 tablespoons. But I see why. It basically acts as like a glue for everything, which is interesting. That's the thing, because I've never made this, it's like, I'm like looking at the recipe, I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me, but I don't cook like this normally, so I'm willing to put my faith in this recipe that they know what they're doing, because I sure as shit don't. Listen, if you want like some good eggs, I got you, fam. You want me to make baked ziti? I got you. You want me to make a steak? I may not do a great job with it, but I'll cook you one. Try to make it. And the steam while cooking while the rest of it. Yeah. Beeps, why do I feel like half your message did not come through? But because I know actually the recipe actually calls for me to, like, while I'm cooking the actual tahdig, once I've mixed it with everything, you put a towel in like the lid of the pot and then lid it and then lock it down essentially. So it's kind of functioning as like a kind of a steamer, not a pressure cooker, because you're just using rubber bands so you can open it. I'm intrigued, that's all I'll say. You're welcome through my brace. Oh, okay, that's fair. I was like looking, I'm like, why does it feel like only half of that message came through? I'll shift the salt around a little bit. But yeah, so this will be what we're doing tomorrow. I mean today. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Extra Life raid training for the friend zone. So I'll be starting with Candy. I know Candy doesn't know what she's streaming. She maybe has figured it out at this point. That will be followed by Miss Ichigo Satoshi, who is, I don't know what she's streaming. Then it will be Mr. Clamps, who I know is streaming Resident Evil 3 tomorrow. Listen, the lights are on, but no one's on. The Neebs, that's me every morning. It's fine. And then, King, you're great to speak. Sure, Hammy. I'm not a lawyer. But sure, ask me a legal question. Not a lawyer. I have to specify that. I don't have the patience to study law. Also, is grave robbery a crime if the grave is abandoned? When you say abandoned, do you mean that it's empty, or do you mean that the cemetery itself has been abandoned? That was my curiosity. That's the word I'm getting hung up on, is what do we mean in terms of abandoned? It's like one of those things, like, do you mean like it's like an old, do you mean like it's an old graveyard that is not taken care of anymore, and it's kind of one that's almost left to go, not fallow, but essentially like no one maintains it anymore? Is that what we're saying when we say abandoned? Because I would still say, if there were still ancestors of a person buried there, yes, they would say that that is a crime, because that is the remains of their ancestor. Well, if the grave's empty, that means it's Jesus Christ. Sorry. Because I mean, like, we live in an area where there's a lot of old, like, cemeteries, but they're all still maintained for historical purposes. He has risen. The crazy people in the street were right all along. I know, right? Or zombies, that's true too. One thing I always hate about this, I think I need to lay low for a while. Okay, Hammy. I mean, listen, from a certain point of view, Hammy, you go lay low for a while. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. I don't know what I'm gonna stream yet. I have to look through my Steam library tonight and, like, see what I have on the Switch, because I always like to do one for Extra Life fundraising. I always like to pair it with, like, something that I'm doing in game can generate donations as well for Extra Life. But I don't know. I don't know. I was not as good about Extra Life this year. It was a year, so I'm like, Extra Life kind of took a backseat for me for the most part. probably gonna do something in maybe like December. I'll do like a longer stream to like do a full charity fundraiser, I guess, because the actual like weekend was. I just keep seeing like the link in there. That's my struggle tomorrow too, King. That's why I don't know what to do. Like the only thing I could think of is like Little Nightmares or something, because I know you have to do it anyway. But I'm then thinking, like, how would you incorporate any kind of donation-based stuff into Little Nightmares? That's the kind of area I'm getting lost in. You know, they always say a watch pot never boils. That's my struggle right now. You know, we're cranking you up to high. I know it's like bring to a boil over medium high. I'm like, why don't I just put it on high? I'll just do a face cam stream and call it a day. Feed me. You know what? That's actually fair for you, Candy. But, yeah, anybody else got any nice plans for the weekend? I know Meeps is going to go to a Lego building event later. Hammy's going to go lay low. Risk of Rain 2, people can donate to add relic effects in the next run. See, I think only Candy. Well, Hammy knows what that means, and I think Candy might know what that means. I still haven't played Risk of Rain, so I don't know. I don't know if I'd like it. Like, it looks interesting, but it's like one of those things, like, I don't know if I would, like, get the money's worth out of it. You lazy bit. I don't see an issue with that, Book. I really don't. That's what my plan is. Like, I'm being beyond streaming today and tomorrow. But beyond that, I'm not doing anything. I gotta go to the, like, home goods store, because I get a new pot, because I bought a plant, and it needs a pot. Hello, Raven! Gearbox is finally fixing stuff now and making Chef's basic attack, not garbage. I did. I had toast this morning. I'm not doing anything. Beeps, that's a good listen. That's great. I did. I had toast before I started stream. And then obviously we'll be eating once I finish this. As we watch this pot of water boil. That was like the one thing I noticed about this stream. I almost debated starting the water beforehand to be like, just so the water's boiling. Because that's like the one thing I'm like, boiling water takes forever. And I just like it so very much. Hi, Bubba's. And we have... Actually, you can't even see him behind the pod. Leo is back there. You just can't see him. He's there, though. I didn't realize with the view. I'm like, oh yeah, you can't see him at all. He's eating his kibble. Being a cranky old man this morning. The relic effects get wild. One of them makes enemies drop bombs on death and combo. You can combo. That is... That's like the thing with like Risk of Rain, is that it just seems so chaotic to me. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just, it's not a lot of the games that I play. But yeah. I think our rice, I just want to make sure it's all together. There we go. Yeah, because the nice thing is once the rice goes in, we only got to cook it a few minutes, honestly, which is nice. It's just, how is the steeping? Oh, it's you only had to steep it for about 10 minutes. It's already, it says like you need to steep for at least 10 minutes before you use it. So it's already done for the most part. It's very yellow. Oh, that is a smell. It's interesting. It smells like flowers, actually. That's the interesting thing. It smells like a flower, which I guess makes sense, but I'm curious how that's going to mesh with the food, though. I wonder why. I know it's almost like it's from a flower. I think we're almost there to a boil. Alright, so the one thing I actually, one thing I'll probably do actually, you know what we're going to do while we wait for that to boil up? I actually have to chop up some of the cherries. So one of the things that this recipe calls for, dried cherries. Also, fun fact, the only kind of these that they sold at my grocery store. Also not a very common ingredient in where I live. Alright, so let me see, I need a cup of these. Where's my cup measuring book? Go. We just gotta mince these boyos. I think this actually might be the whole package based on... Yeah, this is the whole package, basically. Well, that makes it easy, because I can just throw this out. Alright. Now what we gotta do is chop these bad boys up. Let's see. Where's my good knife? And I think the one thing that's always tough though about like mincing any kind of fruit, it's like, especially like a dried fruit, I'm like, oh, this is just gonna be sticking to the knife the entire time. But I also, this isn't something I would throw in a food processor either, because this would be this would be a nightmare in a food processor. That's all I'll say. This would instantly gunk up the whole blade. Ugh. Apologies, I'm a little sniffly this morning because my allergies suck this time of year. And I took my meds last night, but I only tend to take them at night because it also helps me fall asleep. Let's see, just nudge some of these down. How chopped do you need? Finely chopped. Okay, we gotta keep chopping then. I feel like you would. I feel like Hammy might. I feel like Hammy would to troll. Nah, I'm a survivor. Hammy, I don't think I asked. Are you planning on getting Monster Hunter Wilds when it comes out? I don't know what your stance is at this point on Monster Hunter anymore. Buys 5 shit glass. I sure am gonna. Okay, I was curious. I don't know if I'm going to or not. Like, I'm like, it looks cool, but I'm like, there's such a backlog of games I have right now, and I never even finished the I finished the main story of Rise. I didn't buy the DLC though. I get it because it's crossplay. That's fair because I know it's crossplay because it's what PC and PlayStation, I believe. I do like, the one thing I do think is kind of cool is that it'll let you carry a secondary weapon with you, which I do think is actually a cool little adjustment to be like, okay, I don't have to be just one class. I can change up to be like, I want to do this class. Although that does kind of suck based on your armor stuff, because I know your armor also hinges on what kind of build you do. So I'll probably get ahead. Like, that's fair. All right, let's see. Rise was great, but they added those Super Monster RNG hunts for mats and the RNG stats. Yeah. I think that was the thing, is like some of the things you needed to grind out for, I'm like, the drop rate was so stupidly low on them. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like, it has a 1 in like 80 chance. I'm like, nah, I'm good. All right, we gotta drop the heat just a hair on this. I think one little piece of cherry went in there too. Let's drop you. Let's give you just one stir. Let's... It doesn't say cover, but I'm gonna cover. Tahdig series. It's kind of both, Paige, because it's got like cherries, it's got pistachios, it's got cinnamon. But the saffron is what throws me, because I don't know if that makes it. Hello, Even. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. How is your Saturday morning going? 188 is pretty good compared to some of the other. I mean, fair, Boog. I gotta wipe you off because you are. Ugh. See, this is why I don't like cutting any kind of dried fruit. It just turns your knife into just like this disgusting film of just like preserved fruit. Oh, but Even, I hope you're doing well this morning. Never played World despite owning it. I know there were the people that, like, if they played World, they loved World. Like, that was like a rabid fan base. So like, I will not play anything else but Monster Hunter World. Even, I hope you're doing well this morning. Hope you're having a good morning for yourself. Let me actually wash my hands really quickly, just because they are sticky as all can be. Yeah, this is what I call a morning show. I know, right? It do be a morning. Listen, this is on how early I normally am on when I play Fallout. I'm just even sleepier normally, because I normally roll out of bed and then start streaming. We'll be back to Fallout next. No, actually, no, we won't be back to Fallout next week because next week is Keeping It Awkward's favorite moment. I'm gonna finally try Final Fantasy 14 online, so I will be doing that next Saturday morning. All right, let's. I mean, the cutting board I don't need to do a full wipe off of. I just kind of want to get some of the cherry guts off of this thing. There we go. Yeah, I know. We're. I'm not against it. It's just like I'm like I don't like. Even like I booted up. I said I would never do this. I booted up World of Warcraft again. It doesn't catch me the same way anymore. I don't know. Maybe Final Fantasy 14 might, but like with that, I can't wait to hit a mudblood. Oh, it'll be like Hammy. I'll be streaming it one time. I don't think I'll be streaming it more than once. This is literally just to say to Awkward I've played it, and it'll probably be something. If I like it, I will play off stream. All right. The annoying thing is I gotta use this pot again for the actual cooking process, so this is gonna be fun. Let's see. I'm just looking at like what I need to do with this now. Because I do need to. I actually don't need to do anything with the pistachios yet. Just double checking though. Where did the pistachios? Weird. Same thing with CSGO. Those might be our things tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Soapy. Oh my goodness. Let's actually drain this out. Because we're going to have to use you. So just blast water all over my... I'm glad that this is my workhorse computer at this point. Because I just blasted water over half of it. Pistachios are... I think I was looking, I'm like, yeah, they're just garnished. Because I'm even looking like it's 3 tablespoons. I'm like, okay, so not that much at all. The only other thing that I need to do at this point is I need to zest an orange. So let's do that really quickly. I think you should actually, I'll probably use you because you're a little bit older. Thank God I'm just zesting it as I threw it on the ground. Zesty. I almost didn't think I had an orange in the house. I'm like, well, I have clementines. They're the same thing, right? Solo hunting is the only way to get more of a person. That was the one thing I remember from Monster Hunter, is like I would go on hunts with random people and they would do the trap as opposed to the kill. I'm like, I always get annoyed by that. Especially if you're like material hunting. Because I know the thing is the same materials don't drop if you trap. Hungry food, please. Clamps, how you doing? How you doing this morning? Clamps, go have some peanuts. Kill trap gives different loot. People just don't. They do. But I would always notice that there would always be people who wanted to trap, and I'm like, I don't know why. Because I feel like you get. I mean, it's different materials. Boo boo. Why are you being so sassy? Very bubbly rice. It does. It smells very good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I mean, I'll probably just save this in the fridge and eat it later if it's still good. I've been noticing recently the oranges I get at the grocery store, if you don't eat them in the first 2 days of having them, they're disgusting. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because it's getting harder to find oranges off season now, but... Alright, let's fill a cup. There. Not much zest from that, actually. Used a travel agent the very first time. What'd you use a travel agent for? Where are you going? Where's Clamps going? You're not allowed to go anywhere. Didn't realize I didn't put the lid back on properly on that. Lord, oh, why are you using a travel agent to go to Florida? That doesn't strike me as a place that you really need one. If parents have an agent, I'd be like, fair enough. I can't fault you for that, actually. Yeah, it's al dente. That's the weird thing with this, is like you don't cook it all the way, and I'm like, I still can't wrap my head around that. But because it's got a little crunch, a little bit of like a bite to it. Actually, this needs to go for just a hair longer, I think. Yeah, that's fair.
Today's episode of Baldur's Gate 3 is
Thank you, Hammy.
sponsored by a mental breakdown.
How much
and the
longer
number
is
2.
a hair longer? It could just go for a little bit longer. It's like, it's almost a little... Well, because especially, too, it's like cook your rice until al dente. What does that mean? I don't cook rice that often. That was like a whole thing that just kind of threw me off when it said that. Like, oh yeah, cook it al dente. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, don't you just cook rice until it's done? It's off again. There we go. I don't know how people get mad if I make rice. How do you make rice, Clamps? I guess I should have deleted that out. Is a hair the American version of... Yes, Tammy, basically. I use them interchangeably, because I'll say just a smidge sometimes, too. It depends. Probably when you... It's, like, chewy, but some of the grains had almost still crunch to them, and I'm like, it could go for a little bit longer. Of course not. The only time I don't wash rice is if I'm doing boil in a bag rice, and even then, boil in a bag rice tastes like shit anyway. I know what I'm getting out of the equation. I started watching it this year, but after 35 years not doing it, I did not notice the difference. I mean, that's fair. I think it's like one of those things, like, I don't have sometimes the palate enough to notice the difference. I think the thing is, it's more of a consistency issue thing, too, because I know it's the whole thing where if you're not washing it, there's extra cellulose, I think, on the rice, and basically it can affect the actual, like, cooking of it. That's why I have a rice cooker. Clamps, don't say that. Yeah, Boogle hit you with a wooden spoon. He already threatened to hit me with a wooden spoon today if I didn't wash the rice. How Cheese? How you doing? Can we get a shout out for Clamps and Cheese? And I think that's it. God almighty, dude. So foamy. My God, Clamps. Remember the time period where Clamps was just using that all the time? As an Asian, we are taught to always watch the rest. Jeez, I was threatened to get yelled at if I didn't. Thank you, Meeps.
Say sorry for Nancy.
I did. No, I didn't. I'm
No, you-
sorry, Nessie, for jumping off your donk
Who?
without consent.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all done, babe. But geez, how you doing this morning? Dirty. What is this, Clamps? Is it? Oh, is this?
Piece of
Was that? Oh, was that
shit.
the tower?
Are you kidding me? That was a.
Oh no, that was the. Was that bingo? That sounds like bingo.
Guys, my wife died.
Had a late sleep. Listen, jeez.
No.
What do you think I'd be doing if I? Unacceptable! We gotta cool that down. You know what we're gonna do? You're gonna go over here. You. I just want to get some of the, because I gotta use this again, and because I don't have more than one big pot in this house, which is by choice. I don't cook enough that requires big pots to actually get more than one. But I gotta make a point to drain that out, because I need to be able to put rice back in here at some point. I don't trust those corporations to wash it right and not make it dirty again. You know what? Actually, Clamps, that's fair. Go. Here we go. But geez, I hope you're having a good morning for yourself. That is really hot where I'm grabbing right now. There we go. I'm feeling like, ooh, that is hot. All right, let's see. Now, we got to start doing the actual Tahdig. Ooh, I got to put you in the sink because you are leaking water all over the counter. It's fine. We're just making a mess here. I don't think you guys understand. This kitchen's an absolute disaster after I'm done streaming. I think you wash the rice to get rid of the... Yeah, that's exactly. It gets rid of the starch, the dirt, all that shit. All right, let's see. First and foremost, 1 cup of the cooked rice. We can definitely do that. Boom. 1 cup. Now what I also need... yogurt. Thank God I already have this in the house. Whole milk Greek yogurt. Because this is what I eat for breakfast some days. Most rice is clean. Clamps? No, it is not. It's basic cooking practice to wash rice for even veg. How many tablespoons? It was 2 tablespoons, okay. 2 tablespoons. I love Greek yogurt so much. It's just something's always just great about that, like that creamy, rich flavor of it. Clamps remind me not to eat it. Actually, Meeps, for the most part, Clamps is actually a pretty good cook. I'll give him that. He's got some track records in our Discord of more bizarre dishes that he's made. I will always go back to the pasta with refried beans, and my personal favorite was pizza soup. Oh, Clemps, you are 100% supposed to wash mushrooms, dude. You are 110% supposed to wash mushrooms. You know how much dirt is in those things? Pizza soup? Oh, yeah. That was... Clams has got to explain it. Y'all watch with Disturb. I can't get it. Jeez, did you ever see the video years ago of the guy who was told to wash the chicken by his wife or girlfriend? And it just cuts to him in a sink with soapy chicken. And he's like, babe, you said wash the chicken. I've seen people peel instead of mushroom. Peel? How do you peel a mushroom? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it was. I know it was supposed to be a parody, but it was still funny as hell. We're gonna see on 2 tablespoons of the saffron water. Guys, our saffron water. It has bloomed. It smells like something. I debone mushrooms. I get my mushrooms over easy. Ugh. Let's get you out of there, because you are... I will say, saffron's not the most appetizing thing to look at when it's, like, bloomed like that. Taking the stem off, feel the cap. Alright, now I need to mix thoroughly. Actually, tilt down. You're probably not going to be able to see this too well. But let's mix this up, because this is going to be the base for our Tahdig. Oh, that is a smell. It's not bad. It's just, it's different. The way to wash mushrooms normally is with wet paper towel. You really don't want to get to submerge them. Okay, hi Dylan. Good morning to you. All right, let's see. Spread it on a. Well, I mean, this is not a non-stick pot, so we're gonna make it non-stick. Like, spread it on the bottom of a non-stick. I'm like, I don't own a non-stick pot. I own a non-stick pan. Someone out there is probably yelling at me for doing that, but what can you do? All right, now what we gotta do. My face is non-stick. That's good shit, Clamps. All right, let's see. Now what I need to do is... All right, so I gotta put you on the bottom. Hell of a thing to say as you have. Geez, you're not first, but the important part is you're here. That is the important part. That is such a thin layer, but it's okay. I'm kind of like trying to spread this out as much as possible without also scorching the living shit out of my hands too, because this is still a little warm. Thank you for the quack. Bye, clams. Wait, what did he say before he left? My face is not sick. Bye. Listen, I would expect nothing else from Sir Clamperstein. All right, let's see. Now we got to put another cup of the rice on top of this. As it says, sprinkle it over the top. Friends, I might be doing this all wrong. I want you all to know this. But I appreciate you being here for the ride. 2 tablespoons of the dried cherries. We're probably going to ballpark this because I'm not measuring this. Yes, Boog. What's up? You looked it up, and let's see. It's the pinches of lemon, like orange zest, that are gonna throw me a little bit because it's like. I think he's just saying he looked it up. I think is the thing. No, I don't think I am either. It feels different. So I think that's more what I'm trying to say. And cinnamon. Where is my cinnamon? There we go. Cinnamon. All right, now we need to do this again. Add another layer of rice. Repeat with the cherries, oranges, soon. Reserving a couple tablespoons of cherries as garnish. Got it. So another cup of rice. I mean, it smells good. It smells very cinnamony and fruity. We need a ghetto version of this in Philippines. This is where we're cooking rice and pasta. That's Boog. There's a Puerto Rican version of this too. Candy's mom loves it. Candy does not like it. All right, some more orange zest. I also think I might be using too big of a pot, which is the problem too, but whatever. It's fine, we make do. All right. Oh God. Oh, I stand all types of rice dishes. I wish America would embrace it. I am one of the people, Dylan, that I'm like, I don't love it, but like, it's fine. Okay. Now we need to add another cup of rice. I think this might be the last one we're adding. Maybe one more after this. I want to kind of like bring it out to the edges a little more. Because the whole thing ends with you basically flipping this over. Hello, Slugathan! I feel like an isekai prize with how much I love rice. Listen, if rice brings you joy, then who am I to say no? Yeah, Boog is also Filipino. Boog is also Boog. We actually also showed a restaurant location near us that does Filipino food, and Boog gave it his seal of approval that they look like they do good stuff. So we're gonna try to go there at some point. All right, now some more cinnamon. But Slug, how you doing today? I hope you're doing good. All right, this will be the last of the rice. We're just gonna kind of zhuzh you around. This is devolving into. I'm like, I'm just gonna move you around so it looks a little flat. That pointy Pinoy breakfast cereal. Yeah, I know that's the one you were talking about. Craving some Filipino breakfast after wake up seeing all this rice in front of me. I think that's the biggest thing. Is it like one of the few breakfast dishes I want to try that has rice in it is, I know rice congee is like a good one. I've never had it. I know there are places nearby that do it. I just haven't had a chance to have it. All right, the one other thing that we need to do is we gotta. Ooh, excuse me, as I snort. I have to dot the top of this with butter. So I need to cube up a lot of butter. Let's see. There we go. So making sure this butter is still good. I have a tendency to buy butter. I don't use enough of it. Yes, it's fine. It's still good until December. Because we got to cube up a lot of butter. Although the recipe says they only use like 5 tablespoons. I'm like, we're going to use the 8. Let's see. Delicious, unsalted, sweet cream butter. You know, as you do. But geez, got any good plans for this weekend? Just hanging out and relaxing? Let's see. Where am I gonna go? Cube. I have a big plate, Meeps. It's gonna have to do the job. It should work. It should work. It's a pretty big plate, and if not, I will figure it out. Don't ever let it be said that I am not cannot be in gene and make do. Boo! You don't need to give people subs here, but thank you. Well, geez, enjoy your sub. Enjoy your emotes. All right, let's see. Dotting the top with butter, we can do that.
Oh, you're on fire, bro.
You're on fire, bro.
No, you're dead.
I did not see what game that was. I already can see what this woman was talking about. This is going to be a lot of butter on top. But I know that's kind of, I think it's supposed to be kind of the point. Maybe we won't use all of it. For people's in chat, I asked that because you put... Oh yeah, no, that's exactly, I know that's going to be the challenge, me. So I know what I got to do at the end of this. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use all the rest of the butter. Because I think I am seeing the point. I think it's going to get to be way too much butter in there. Which again, as an American, I would say there's no such thing as too much butter. And to which a lot of people in the world would say, you're disgusting. What's wrong with you? Why are you so heavy? And they'd be right. Right. Now, I need to wrap you back up and do something with you. Friends at home might not. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that is the whole point of this dish, is you're meant to flip it over. I'll have to use this butter up in the next few days, just so it doesn't get funky. All right, let's see. Finish it, da-da-da-da-da-da. Pour the rest of the saffron. So one thing I do want to do, I want to scoop out the remains of the saffron threads, only because I don't think they need to be in here. I'm going to try to get as many of them as I can out. I think it's bloomed, it's done its purpose. You know, that's good enough. All right, now what we gotta do is literally pour it over top. Actually, let's flip the camera view because I know we're at the wrong camera view. Deep fry the butt. Listen, you say that like that's not a thing, Dylan. That is 110% a thing, and I know you know it's a thing. I've never had it. I don't think my heart would be able to take it. So I'm just going to imagine it. All right. Now, this is the wonky part. So, I have to put a towel. The recipe calls me to put a towel over the top of it to kind of like almost steam it in place, which it makes sense why. Oh, deep fried Oreos are great. In candy, come to Canada. I'll take you to my family's restaurant. Ooh, don't tempt us. Don't tempt us. I can't remember. Are you Eastern or Western Canada? I can't remember. I'm hoping so, geez. I have not cooked a dish yet that has been awful on these cooking streams. I've had some scuffed ones. Okay. Carbon on low heat for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay. All right, you do your thing. Smack dab in the middle. Well, that makes it easy. All right, now we've done the first half of the stream, so that's got to go for. It said 25 to 30 minutes, and this woman said that my rice took 50 minutes for the bottom layer to crisp. I also don't know if she had the heat too low, but we're gonna see. Because the whole thing is you don't want the bottom to burn, which I mean I get that, but. We're done with phase 1. Now we got to move on to phase 2. Phase 2 is feta-stuffed prosciutto wrapped dates. Now, I haven't had dates in eons, so I don't really remember how they taste. I know they're good. I remember that much, but I honestly can't remember what the flavor profile is like on them. But we got ourselves some medjool dates. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so we got some of these boys. So I gotta hit them, let's see, what time is it? All right, so I theoretically gotta check this in like a half hour. I have to, you know, I have to try one plain because I don't remember how they taste, honestly. It's been so long. I know these guys have hits in them first and foremost, so I gotta make sure I get the hit out. Are these deep hidden? Oh, I guess these, oh no, I guess they do. I'm like, oh, there's no pit. Oh wait, yeah, there's a pit. All right. Oh, these are as good as I remember. These are as good as I remember. Holy shit. I forget how sickeningly sweet these can be. Like, they're good. It's just like, my god. Alright. Now, what we gotta do is... it's very sweet, very sugary, and the consistency is kind of like... I can't even think of something that's like a consistency to compare it to bacon wrapped Feta-Stuffed honeydew. Woo! That sounds really good, Paige. Right. So I know the whole thing is with the stuffed ones is that I don't want to fully split it in half. Is the thing. Tilt this down. All right. Let's get in here. I'm like, the lucky thing is I'm feeling the seed as I'm pitting. I'd say it's almost like tamarind in terms of texture. See, I've never had tamarind, so I don't know what tamarind's like in terms of texture. I'll have to have Candy try one. Like I said, we got people from all over the world here. Canada, the UK, Florida. I've seen tamarind in the grocery stores. I've never had a reason to buy it, but I know what it looks like. The one thing that I still haven't tried yet, and I do want to try one day, even though I've heard it stinks to high heaven, the grocery store where I bought the saffron also sells durian melon. Now, if you know what durian is, you know apparently it smells like hot garbage. That's what I've been told. But I've heard the flavor can be pretty good, but I've heard it's very divisive in terms of like how good it is. We'll do like one more maybe. Oh, I am so sniffly this morning. I apologize, friends. I've been sniffing all morning, and I don't enjoy it. All right, figs and dates sometimes. Yeah. So actually, fun fact, Paige, I discovered this past year. We have a fig tree behind our house, actually, or behind our apartment, I should say. It just got wild figs growing in it. Now, I know Bionic Box asked from our server, did you eat any? And I said, no, because I'm not hoping to Christ that it's a fig and not something else. Yeah, literally, I will... Does it still look like it's... So, I think I might have an old picture of it that I sent to Bionic Box, but because the tree is basically dead at this point because it's already pretty cold in New York. But, yeah. I can send a picture of it. I'm so sorry. It's Snipple City here, and I don't like it. All right. So, we've got our split updates. Review. Where's my cover? Whatever. All right. Now we got some feta cheese. And we've got the second pack of prosciutto I bought, because the first one that I bought, I left out on the kitchen counter for 3 hours when I got home from the grocery store because it was so light, I forgot that was in the bag. So yeah. Now I'll probably do half of these with, prosciutto and half with roots. Because Candy doesn't love prosciutto, so he makes me miss to fills all the fresh mango and guava. See, guava I do like actually. let's just stuff it with all the feta that we can. Ugh, there we go. Perfect. Like, what are you doing? I'm just shoving this thing full of cheese. What's it look like I'm doing? This music reminds me so much of like a lo-fi remix of like Breath of the Wild music that I have on YouTube. And I'm like, I kept thinking, I'm like, is this DMCA music? I sure hope it's not. Alright. 1 or 2 more with just the cheese. Then we'll take a stab at the ones with prosciutto. And the nice thing is about this is that I still have a lot more feta cheese. The funny thing is, this isn't even the only container of feta cheese I have in the house right now because I've been making salads for lunch recently. And literally, I have a whole other container of feta cheese in the fridge. Alright, let's close that up for now. Now, prosciutto time. No worries, Meeps. Yes, I will see how it comes out. Feta cheese, it's so good. It's definitely my go-to. If it's not that, it's gorgonzola normally. And if I'm feeling really fancy, I'll get goat cheese. But goat cheese doesn't keep the same way, so I don't get it that often. Do not make me have to cut you open with a knife. My hands are just slick enough where it's kind of a pain in the butt to get this open. I follow a lady who cooks and is lactose intolerant. People who are lactose intolerant usually. Yeah, because I don't think it has the same. It doesn't have the same issue as like a bovine based will. So let's see. So it says I gotta use a piece of this prosciutto. So let's actually just. Really, dude? Alright. Let's jam this sucker in there. These are gonna be so... These aren't even gonna close. Like, will these close? I'm sure, whatever. I think the thing is, too, I think my guess would be, is that the recipe I found, they might have had bigger dates to use. These guys are not that big, honestly. So maybe what we'll do, maybe I will actually half you again. See if that makes a difference. Yep, that's what we're doing. That was actually what I initially thought when it said it was like, oh, you could wrap it, but I'm like, oh no, you actually kind of like make it like a little like blanket in there, and then you close it up. Well, close it up as best you can. That, and then one more. These are looking good. I'm hoping they're gonna come out good. I don't know where Candy vanished off to. She's not at her desk. Or she wasn't a few seconds ago. Alright, there we go. Put the feta away. Grab a piece of prosciutto for myself because prosciutto is good. Hello, Yana. Yana, how you doing, bud? Are you in the bedroom? Ow. Candies are playing Metaphor Ray Fantasio. I was looking like, where the fuck did she go? Ooh, that's good. Alright, now first and foremost, what I gotta do is I gotta get a picture of these. Because this is part of the YouTube thumbnail. Will be a picture of these boyos. Where's the crunchy truth? Is that a thing, Douglas? Also, good morning, Douglas. How you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Guys, go check out Douglas. Or you can see the dates. Yes, you can. Feta stuffed and prosciutto and feta stuffed. They're not bad for what I can get in the United States. Like, they're not perfect, but like, it is what it is. Let me actually give a little check on this. Oof. That is steaming up a storm right there. Wear a Majora's Mask t-shirt and that's the crunchy truth it is. Alright. I gotta take a picture of these really quickly. You know. For Candy, would you like to come try Feta-Stuffed date? I did not mean for the flash to be on. I also wish my hands didn't shake a lot. Oh my goodness. You need a video them like I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Let's see. Let's try one with just the feta. Taking a video of it. The dates. Just has the feta. Just says feta. There you go. Before I take you out for a nice dinner. You asked. A date is a date. It's fruit. You want to try a little like piece of a date? Candy cameo. You want to try a little piece of a date? It's very sweet. It's like a fig, but less good. It's like a fig, but it's not. It's not as like mushy as a fig. Well, Candy's not having any of that, so I guess this is just for me then. Well, oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, but I'm actually, honestly, not too surprised. There's a billion types. Yada, specifically, Medjool dates. So Medjool. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Medjool. The prosciutto doesn't add much to it, honestly. Call me crazy, but it doesn't add much. Those are good. Candy doesn't like a lot. I guarantee for her, and I guarantee she can attest to this right now, that is very much a consistency thing for her, that she doesn't like the consistency of it. I will be shocked if I'm wrong. If I were to hazard a guess. What's the other part of it? I'm curious now. Okay, fair. So Doug, so half of them have prosciutto, half of them is just feta. So it's not bad. The prosciutto doesn't add anything to it though. Like you literally can't taste the prosciutto over the feta. So it's kind of like a why did I add it kind of thing. But yeah, those came out pretty good. I'm not gonna poo-poo those. Those came out good. Now, this is the thing that I don't know how long to wait on. Usually we dip them in ice cream or tea. So I could see cream being good. Tahini, I don't typically keep in the house just because it's not one of those things that I use that often. I know what it is because it's sesame paste, but there's very few recipes I ever make that call for tahini, and tahini is not cheap in the United States. Okay, sunflower. So, you don't need to stop and just eat your day. I guess it being good in cream too. A lot of actually, The cookbook from Dylan Hollis, The Baking Yesteryear, he has a whole section with just recipes that use dates. I don't know why you did, Yada. I was really confused. I'm trying to see what's going on in there right now, because I don't want this to burn. Let me actually... There we go. Feta makes... Oh yeah, feta makes total sense, because you're literally balancing like the really sweet flavor with something kind of like tangy and sharp and a little more creamy too. That's not burning, it's all the steam in there, because there's like a whole cup of saffron water in there right now. And he's on stream. But you can use sunflower seed paste. See, I think I would have an even harder time finding sunflower seed paste in the United States as opposed to tahini. Crumb, shut up. Oh, those knees. Oh. Thank you for the honk, Douglas. Thank you for the honk. Knee gang. Alright, so
Today's episode of Baldur's Gate 3
the toughest part is
sponsored by
determining when the
mental
edges are crispy
breakdown
without
and the number
burning
2.
myself in the process of figuring out what they are. I actually don't. I don't really cook anything that requires mortar and pestle. I know you could, because you could just take sunflower seeds and just do it that way. Just want to let some of you out. I think, like, I don't know when it's done. It's the problem. It feels crispy though. I'm actually willing to possibly take this out now. I think it might be done. And we've been going for a decent while with this on here. All right. Now comes the... I never claimed to be a Wiccan Douglas, ever. Are you... Ooh, that is going to be a photo finish if that fits or not. You know what? Oh, I got a better idea. No, I can't use that. It's going to be one of my more MacGyvered solutions, but because this plate is just too small, but I got a cutting board. So that's what we're going to use. I need a towel. I've never played an instrument, Douglas. I played the French horn for one summer, and then I decided I didn't like music. Oh, all right. Your fancy, play out your fanciest cutting board. I have owned this cutting board for so long. Like, the only other thing I thought about using was I have a pizza stone, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to use that. You know what? I'm actually curious now. Come on. Oh, yeah. You must. That would work, actually. That actually would work. We're gonna use this. Give it a rinse off. Thank you. I'm gonna shove my computer back in. I actually have to grab something to drink. Hold on. I actually don't have anything to drink at the moment. Fuck it. It's noon somewhere. Good thing you're in the kitchen. I know, right? I get stretched. You're welcome. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I turn the heat off on the thing? I want to go. The thing is, like, I don't know how long to cook this for. Can wait 14 minutes for what? The problem is too. I'm also trying to remember when I put this down. That's the tough thing. I'm like, I don't remember what I. Ooh. I did get something good recently, and I'm blanking on what it is now, actually. But I did get a good pull recently. Oh no, this is definitely not done. The more I'm kind of zhuzhing the rice around, I'm like, this is not done. So that's definitely got some more time. Yeah, no, the last time I pulled, I got, what did I get? I think I got a Raichu. Which is pretty, like, it was like a holographic Raichu. It was pretty good. Beyond that, not a whole lot else. This is gonna be my lunch at this point. Does anyone have any ideas? It looks cool. Like, I can't disagree on that, but it looks cool. But I think that's going to be a lot what it's like, page. Is like that. Again, I'm kind of wishing I remembered when I put the lid on. Because I don't. Like, I would say it's probably been about a half hour, maybe a little bit longer. Oh. Boy. No, not W. I've never had tapioca. Actually, I don't think I have. Let me rephrase that. It's a possibility. I could double check. Hold on. I apologize if my PC stutters at all. Let's see. I know that's way too easy. That makes way too much sense. How do you go back in a bot? I don't even know how you go back in a bot. How does one do that? Tapioca boba. Haven't had it. The man who claims to be Wiccan likes to do things the hard way. What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's how I do it. Thank you. Tech support. That invoice? Wow. Alright, so it's about... So it's only been about half hour, maybe. Because it was at, like, the 55-minute marker, and we're at 119, so we definitely got a while still. Alright, well, at least I have a gauge of where the hell I am now. But yeah. Douglas, are you doing anything nice this week? Even, are you doing anything nice? I'll pay your tech support. Listen, tech support just shows up. She does. She's like a ghost. She comes in, walks away, doesn't acknowledge the crowd, her adoring fans. How much is tech support? Not a fan, Yada? I've got to be in the mood for boba tea. Like, sometimes I like it. There's other times where I'm like, I do not want this at all. I had it once, but I don't hate it. Last time I had boba tea, probably New York Comic Con. No, Anime NYC. That was the last time I had boba tea, so that would have been in like August. I think was the last time I had it. I did have there's a Gonshan near us as well, which is kind of like a boba tea chain, and I got a milk tea there, which is pretty good. But I didn't get boba in it because I didn't want boba that night. It's a solid, we'll drink it if offered, but won't especially look for it. That's fair, Yana. I know some people just don't like the consistency, honestly, which I totally get. I'm not much of a fruit person. I've never had boba. It's not bad. It's just like if you don't like it. For some people, I have heard it's very much a consistency thing. Like, where if you don't like the concept of like drinking something and then chewing something that's in that drink, it's not gonna be your jam. That could be a 2 Yada. You should try. It's obviously give it a chance, but I would totally get it if you don't like it. What did Doug do? What did Doug do, Candy? Wow, that's how much apparently it's worth. Nothing. I'm the only person who doesn't like smoothies. You don't like smoothies? I haven't tried matcha, so 2 birds with 1 stone. Matcha is very much you either like it or you don't like it, I've noticed, because it's very bitter. Fuck. Which one, Austin? I've got multiples. I've got Snorlax, I have Pikachu, and I have a Fox. Which one am I putting on? Man's gotta give me an answer, at least. It's one, not all of them. I don't know, so I'm on these. No, because there's a cooldown on it, so you cannot. So if the redeem will open it, absolutely not, Reed. You didn't read the rules, sir. All right, I'm gonna make the executive decision and go put one on. I can wear Pikachu. I can wear Pikachu. That's
Is my stream now? Hello. Look, I'm a real person. I'm human. Look at me. It is hijacked. Look, I can cook. I can chop things. Pretend to be king, and I'm not gonna sip his beer. I hate beer. Tell King to stop claiming he's wicked. I don't think. Where's the candy cane? Come back from alert to say hi, Candy. Hi, jeez. Listen, Grum, I do have an extra life milestone that says if we hit $875, I have to cosplay as my VTuber. That includes candy cane hair. It's so realistic. Look at it. Look at it. It's real. I have hands. I have hands. Candy stream. I don't know what to do. We're waiting. There's dates. There's a Pikachu.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't drink your beer. This is disgusting. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Huh? Back to your game? Alright. Guess what? I made the executive decision because you didn't. And actually, Snorlax is in the wash right now, so... Candy is playing Metaphor Ray Fantasio. So it's the new Atlas game. So it's medieval Persona 5, essentially. But Austin, how you doing today? How is your Saturday? You working today or are you off today? I don't remember if you work weekends or not. Working out? Oh. Working out? Okay, that's not too bad, Austin, though. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Any good polls in TCG today? I got a decent ride shoe yesterday. Doing laundry and cleaning, just trying to... I can respect that. That's what I will be doing after stream today. I will be relaxing, chillaxing to the maxin. Let's see. Got about been a half hour so far. It's saying 25 to 30. Let's give a little poke-see and see if the sides have crisped up yet or not. Let's actually turn that on. Buck, Candy, can you get me the mouth stretcher, please, and thank you? I knew I meant to grab that before I came in here to stream, actually. Really? Oh my goodness. This will be the last thing you have to get, I think. Ever seen a violent Pikachu? You ever see a smiling Pikachu looking at you from beyond the stars? That's fair, Hammy. It's a look. I'm so much warmer in this, you have no idea. Thank you. No. Wow. Hi, friends. It's your boy, KingOTheCask. How not to lie? As I drool over myself. Yeah, we got another, I would say, oh god, 15 minutes would be your guess on this. Yeah. Everyone's having a good weekend. I wish there was a way to tell easily if I'm running this or not. Oh, thank goodness. There it is. Ugh. Okay. I think I'm a crook and use your nose? Absolutely not. I want new cozy games. I think, aren't there some coming out soon, Doug? I need like 3 hands to do this. Yeah, inherent instincts. That's the thing is, like, it doesn't seem to be like really crisping up on the sides yet, and I don't know when that's actually supposed to happen. Oh, you know what we got to do actually? We actually have to chop up some pistachios really quickly. So let's do that really quickly before I forget to do so. Let's see. Tail sims. That's 3 tail sims, right? Yeah. If you can't tell, I can't all harken measurements to save my life. I know. I try to be better at measuring things, but I also don't have a good gauge for sizes in my head as I drill onto the floor because I'm wearing this. I think the problem is because I'm leaning over chopping. It's just and talking, and I'm just drilling out of my mouth. Here's the Nikon Yada. I don't have a Persian mouth. Shit, I only knew 1 or 2 Persian kids when I grew up. Extra layers. Here's the worst part, it's not hitting the cutting board, it's just falling on the floor. So I will have to clean the floor after I strain too. Sun in their shirts. Shankar, bring me your mom's spirit. I think Shankar is the only guy I knew who was Persian. Let's actually do it this way. That's good enough. Good enough. Let's just hit the rest of you in the sink because I still have it onto the counter. It's fine. It's fine. All this is fine. Ugh. Oh, ugh. Thank you for that, yeah. That was one of the least pleasurable ones I've done. No, I know. I think the biggest problem when it comes to cooking for me, I still tend to cook like a scientist, and I don't like that because I know certain things you don't really have to measure that way. Like, if anything, like, you're better off. Like, that's like more like if you're baking, then yeah, you have to measure like a scientist. If like you're doing like
My name's Gustav.
starring punk, a garlic, I throw a whole handful in.
Is that your sound?
Garlic, I will always criticize any recipe I find. Like, we're gonna call for, you know, a lot of garlic, so like 3 tablespoons. I'm like that, or like 3 cloves. I'm like, that's nothing. Like, how about we do a whole head of garlic instead? What I'm actually gonna cut that to make this fit in there. No, garlic is like literally just measure that shit till you feel like it's done. I literally, not most of the time, I will throw a whole head of garlic into something because it needs it. Normally, fuck, that's not big enough. Actually, no, you know what? Hold on. I got a better idea. I might do one. All comes to practice. The more you do it, the more you recognize rough mat. Yeah, I think that's the thing that I have to get better with, is just kind of like being able to recognize amounts. Put you in the fridge. I'll do something with that later. I don't know what yet, but hello, DNS. How you doing? Can't measure garlic. Even if you could, you wouldn't be. No, exactly. But DNS, how you doing? Welcome in. Ow. Oh, I think this might have burned. Oh well. Literally, they said if it sticks to the bottom, just run with it. So, we're gonna find out, friends. You're gonna be way too hot. Okay. Now comes the test. Is getting this flipped. Alright. Moment of truth time. Will I fuck this up? Slamming half of that on my laptop. That was nice. I believe Grum, I don't. Oh yeah, no, it definitely got too burned on the bottom. But whatever, we can scrape it out. Oh my god. Y'all, I might have done too much work on that. That was old, so whatever. I didn't realize I even knocked the camera around. It didn't burn, but it definitely got more stuck than I would have preferred it to get stuck. No, I got this one. This one's a little bit better. Okay. No, that's the point, is that because it's like meant to be one of those like crisp rice dishes. It's meant to kind of like get a little crispy. This one crisped a little too much, but it is what it is. Like I said, it was an experiment. I knew this would be a harder one to do. Where are my pistachios? Let's see. All right. I mean, I don't know. I think it definitely didn't crisp up the same way it probably was supposed to, but it's okay. Let's see. There we go. All right, now comes the moment of truth: is how does it taste? It still looks good. That's like, it still smells really, really good. So I'm not disagreeing on that one. It still smells delicious. Let's see. Just take a rice scoop, maybe. Now comes the test. How did that come out in terms of flavor? It's okay, Spectre. Welcome in. Not bad. It's fruity. It's cinnamony. The saffron actually works. It's mild and in the background, but you wouldn't be able to tell it's there. Guess you can have a plate. Yada. Here you go. Here you go, buddy. The Spectre, welcome in. How you doing? Rub my hand into it. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, you're not a new user. Who is it? Denver, how you doing, bud? I don't know. This is solid. I would still eat this. Obviously, I'm going to have to because I made it. But I think the bigger issue will be storage of this is the problem. Because I'm like, it's not going to package easily at all. I like the new name. You know what the funny thing is, Spectre? I literally was looking at the name and I'm like, we know somebody who also has Spectre in their username. And I was thinking, like, did she change her username? But I'm like, she's not born in 93. I know she's not. Oh, well, thank you, even. The whole pot's gonna have to soak. I actually might have to reboil water to get some of the stuff that's stuck in there out. Because I'll tell you that there's still quite a bit stuck in there. Like, I'll be able to get it out, but it's definitely really hard in some spots. So I'll probably, after stream, I'll probably just reboil like some water in the pot to get it all back up again and then just drain it out. Candy, would you like to try some? If you're there. That's the thing. If the flavor's there, that's all I really care about is the flavor. The look, I'm like, who fucking cares? My logic is, as long as it tastes good, the presentation shouldn't really be what matters. Also, you're not here for 5-star dining. You're here in my kitchen. I'm wearing a Pikachu onesie, and I'm having a beer at 11:30 in the morning. So, I can't eat this much. I'll have some later. Okay. I'm just saying, do you just want a bite of it? I'm not saying a whole plate right now. Or is that even too much right now? If it is, that's fine. Okay. Candy is too full. That's fine. Candy can try some later. We'll have our last Feta-Stuffed date. These were delicious. I will be making these again. But yeah, that was Tahdig, and that was Feta-Stuffed dates. My mom's logic is, it's okay, it all turns out. Boog, she's not wrong. She's really not wrong. I like that mentality, I really do. Raymay, hello. Welcome in. How you doing? Not exactly the hospitality of a Michelin star. Listen, we try. Oh my goodness. Just at work. How are you? I'm doing good, Raymay. How are you been doing? It is the Ray. I thought I haven't seen Ray stream in a while. Spectre, enjoy your lurk. Can we get a shout out for Raymay? I know Raymay streams. Give me Raymay a shout out. If you want Michelin star, go visit. Yeah, if you want Michelin star, go visit Austin. Austin is a professional chef. I am not. Thank you, Yada.
Knocked one.
Oh, that's an. Actually, that's an old avatar because I know Raymay's got a 3D avatar now. I've been forced on his because no what? No, that sucks, Raymay.
No.
I'm sorry. I hope it gets resolved soon because that sucks. I hope that does get resolved because that's poopy.
Okay.
But go check out Raymay for TFT. Well, where Raymay returns TFT, Valorant. I know Raymay. I think plays the Sim. I'm not making it up. Do you play the Sims, Raymay? Like 2 weeks I can pay it. Okay, fair. Raymay, we just finished up cooking. We made Tahdig, which is a Persian crispy rice, and Feta-Stuffed dates, which those were delicious. I haven't played The Sims now. I used to do The Sims every Saturday morning because it was the easiest thing to do when I first woke up. I'm off the clock. Don't ask me anything. It's okay, Austin. Austin, would you like to explain the mentality of mise en place? I'm kidding. You gotta go triple Z it up? Hell yeah. I have to get to triple Z again. But that's actually, I think, where we're gonna wrap up for the day. Did our cooking stream? About like an hour and 45 minutes. That's typically how long some of these streams go. They're shorter. But thank you everyone who came by and hung out. Candy resubscribing, Boo gifting a sub to G's, Austin for hanging out, Raymay for the follow, Spectre, Yada, Candy, Boog, Meeps. What did we learn from this stream? That crisping rice is still stuff. Oh yeah, and even in Paige, yes, you as well. Yeah, what did we learn from the stream? That rice sticks very easily, Yada. And also, first attempt at Tahdig. I'm fine with you as well, even. You as well. I am. What's up, Yada? What is the moment for? Of course, Boog. Of course. So, we're going to find somebody to raid off to, but who are we going to raid off to? Let's go. What are people feeling right now? I've got some options. I've got Mario and Luigi Brothers. I've got Genshin Impact. I've got Art. I've got Minecraft. Yada! Thank you for the resub, buddy. One day we'll get Yada to stream. I've also got Silent Hill. So if anyone has a strong preference on where we go off to, let me know. If not, I think I will make the executive decision on my end. But let me know. Let me know. I'm also going to see who I have rated somewhat recently. Maybe next year or 5. That's fair. So, how long have they been on? They have been on a while. Okay, maybe not them. Although, I've also never had a chance to raid them either. The tough thing is, anyone I know that's on has been on for a while at this point. Again, things need to line up perfectly for that to happen. I know it does, Yada. I know it does. I think we're gonna go say hi to. I think we're gonna go say hi to Misty. We're gonna go say hi to Misty Rosie. Misty is currently playing Silent Hill 2. I don't know if I've actually ever rated Misty or not before. I literally cannot remember if I ever have. I am not typing anymore. But we're gonna go say hi to Misty. Musty. Yeah, go say hi to Misty. Misty is a darling. Misty is not the real streamer. Baloo is the real streamer. Baloo is the real star of the show. Misty's currently playing Silent Hill. Misty will do a lot of horror. She does a lot of platformer game. She sings. She's got an adorable doge named Baloo, who likes to get into shenanigans. And yeah, with that being said, friends, no matter where you are in this big and beautiful wide world, have a beautiful morning, a beautiful evening, and a beautiful night, and I will catch you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.